Hey guys, it's Lacey and this is Sky. So our last video was about sexual abuse.
One of the things we went over was the freeze method. Jay Asher's book, 13 Reasons Why, quotes the freeze method like this. I know some of you listening might think there was more I could have done, or should have done, but I'd lost control, and in that moment it felt like I was already dead. It explains why she did not fight him. He overpowered her, and she had already been through so much that she was tired of fighting and ultimately felt dead, like a heavy corpse, and had given up on trying.
In regards to the way they portrayed the rape scene in the show, Jay Asher also says it's uncomfortable, but that's okay. It needs to be. Some people said it was too graphic, but it's a graphic thing. It's like they're saying it's never appropriate to show it. And if they're saying it's never appropriate to show it, then they're saying it's something that needs to be hidden. If we're doing this, it can't be something that you can look away from or just gloss over in your mind. You have to be uncomfortable when you're watching it. Otherwise, you're not in her mind. In a way, it's disrespectful if we say, we know this stuff is happening, but we don't want to be made uncomfortable by it.
He also says, I wanted guys to be uncomfortable when they read it, and both the book and the TV show made a point of noting that Hannah never says no, because that's what we always hear, right? When a girl says no, she means no, but there are plenty of times when a girl's afraid to say no, for various reasons, and it doesn't mean, oh, as long as they don't say no, then everything's fair game. You need to be a better person than that.
That being said, I've once again asked two women about their stories. Now we're going to go over them. How did this progress into sexual violence? He would get me drunk or we would be drinking. When was the first time that the abuse occurred? Around 11 years old. What did you do? I was scared and mostly drunk, so I tried to stop it, but it never worked. Did you tell anyone? No, not till I was 14 years old. How did they react? After I told her, it was never spoken about again. Their marriage was falling apart, but after I told her, it was pretty much the end of the marriage. Fight, flight, or freeze? Freeze. When did you realize that it was not the last time? After the second time. What made you finally leave or tell someone? I wanted it to stop. How are you coping now? I didn't start till I told my best friend. I'm 26 now and just started to cope.
How did this progress into sexual violence? He would always tickle me. When was the first time the abuse occurred? 9 to 9.5 years old. What did you do? I fought the best I could. Did you tell anyone? Not till later on. How did they react? They knew something was up and was waiting for me to say something. Fight, flight, or freeze? Fight and freeze. When did you realize that this was not the last time? After the second time, I knew it wasn't going to stop. What made you finally leave or tell someone? I wanted to get out of the situation, and with everything that was happening, I knew it was time for me to stand up. How are you coping now? I'm making it.
Now that you know what was going through the mind of the abused, keep it in your thoughts the next time you hear of rape. Know that just because someone doesn't say no did not mean that they said yes.
As always, you can like, comment, and subscribe. The choice is yours.
Email is in the description, so email me your thoughts and your stories and I'll get back to you. And as always, you are not alone.